A family business intertwined with divisive right-wing politics. No, we're no longer talking about Trump. Succession was the big winner at the 75th Emmy Awards. The Television Academy piling honors on 3 main shows in last night's ceremony, while also delivering a ton of nostalgia throughout.
And the Emmy goes to
Succession.
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 Succession secured its legacy at the 75th Annual Emmy Awards. The HBO saga, following dysfunctional generations of a maladjusted media empire, won the top prize for its 4th and final season. It also won Best Actor in a Drama for Kieran Culkin, Best Supporting Actor in a Drama for Matthew Macfadyen, and Best Actress in a Drama for Sarah Snook.
We all put our all into it, and the bar was set so high, and I think that's what spurred us on.
On the comedy side, it was the Bears' night.
Yeah, I just want to thank restaurants as a whole, hospitality as a whole.
Along with winning Best Comedy, the FX dramedy also dominated the comedy acting categories, with Jeremy Allen White winning Best Actor, Eben Moss-Bachrach taking Best Supporting Actor, and Ayo Edebiri winning Best Supporting Actress.
This is a show about family and found family and real family.
Quinta Brunson of Abbott Elementary won Best Actress in a Comedy, along with becoming only the 2nd Black woman to win the category and the first since 1981. Her and Edebiri made history as the only Black women to ever win Lead Actress in a Comedy and Supporting Actress in a Comedy in the same year.
Thank you so much. I love making Abbott Elementary so much, and I am so happy to be able to live my dream and act out comedy.
Beef stars Stephen Yun and Ali Wong also had historic wins. The pair became the first Asian Americans to win in their categories, Yun for Best Actor in a Limited Series and Wong for Best Actress.
To my beautiful daughters, Mari and Nikki, you are my everything, and thank you for inspiring me. And this is for you.
It was a tear-filled night, and emotions ran high from the start of the ceremony.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. You're totally shaming me with disability by standing up. It's fine. Okay.
The first presenter, Christina Applegate, who said in 2021 that she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, got a standing ovation as she came out. But it was also a night of pleasant surprises, including a series of cast reunions of beloved shows like Martin, The Sopranos, Cheers, Grey's Anatomy, and Ally McBeal. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler also reunited to present an award in the form of their Weekend Update sketch from Saturday Night Live.
Celebrating the best in musicals that were based on movies which will probably be movies again.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Pedro Pascal and Kieran Culkin also had a fun moment revisiting a gag from the Golden Globes.
Suck it, Pedro. Sorry. Mine.
A lot of people have been asking about my arm. It's actually my shoulder. And I think tonight is a perfect time to tell everyone that Kieran Culkin beat the out of me.
Host Anthony Anderson had a recurring joke of his own. He recruited his mother to cut off speeches that went too long instead of the usual playoff music.
Oh, she's not here. I can get through the whole team then.
Baby.
Oh, I'd like to thank Jesus and my family. Thank you.
Okay.
And there was one final big winner of the night.
And the Emmy goes to Elton John live. Farewell from Dodger Stadium.
Elton John winning the Emmy for Best Variety Special for Elton John Live Farewell from Rogers Stadium, achieving the coveted EGOT status, though he could not be there to accept. For more on last night's show, we're joined by Rob Salem, TV history professor at Humber College and a former critic. Rob, last night we saw a very different group of people win Emmy Awards. 2 Black women won for a comedy in the same year. There was also a number of Asian winners. So talk to us about how the TV Academy has changed in the past 75 years.
Well, I think the industry is evolving slowly, dragging its feet the whole way, but it's you're seeing, for example, you look at the credits now of many television shows, particularly streaming shows, a lot of women directors, a lot of directors of color, a lot of people who were marginalized and sort of kept out of the big leagues are now finding their way in and telling stories that are appropriately from a more varied range of perspectives. So the industry is growing up. It's still got some growing to do, but it's happening.
The big winners last night were Succession, The Bear, and Beef. They pretty well cleaned up. So when you think about these shows, what was it that made them all so good?
Well, it was a number of combinations of things. I mean, there's shows dealing with a subject matter that wouldn't necessarily make a film, but make an interesting character arc and event arc for a series, for a television series. There's also the intimacy of the television medium, which, shows like this that are very character driven. They tend to engage the audience. Also, particularly in terms of streaming, where you can watch this entire series at once, you can binge, which is a whole new phenomenon of watching television. HBO changed the paradigm again back when Sopranos and Sex and the City, and suddenly cable became the place for boutique television, but it was a television that was a little more high-minded. And now that has been supplanted by the streamers. HBO actually happens to be both a streamer and a cable show, so they've got all of the bases covered. But they'll continue to dominate. I mean, I think they ran an ad last night that was like 126 Emmy nominations for HBO. So they've been dominating the Emmys for a long time, but now they've got some serious competition.
Were there any TV shows you watched in this past year that you thought should have been honored at the Emmys but weren't?
I would have liked to have seen, I mean, I like Jennifer Coolidge a lot, but Rhea Seehorn should have won that category from Better Call Saul. And I would have liked to have seen Better Call Saul get some acknowledgement for its final season, because that was, again, one of those shows that just pushes the edges of good television. And it's unfortunate that it didn't get honored in any respect. That's really the one show that I thought they overlooked. Everybody else got covered. I mean, Beef and Succession won a whole bunch of acting awards and directing and writing. It was a very satisfying Emmys, and the nostalgia of it all, the reuniting old cast and playing TV theme songs, that worked so well. It just made that horrible Golden Globes thing, which is usually a party, it was more like a funeral, and made that horrible Golden Globes presentation just look even worse.
We'd have to agree with you there. Thank you so much for joining us, Rob. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
Pleasure to be here.